Hey, good Sam, this is Laurel Jolliffe. Just want to give you a little bit of an update here. One of our 5 areas of responsibilities for the leadership team is to make sure our finances are on track and if we can do better than we did last year. And so today I'm going to be sitting with Dolores and I'm going to ask her some questions specifically about the mortgage and what's going on with it. And she can help you understand what the next step is for what we're doing. So Dolores, thank you so much for being here. Dolores is the head of our finance team, and so they've been having meetings probably every other week for quite a while, and so we're going forward. So tell me about the refinance. Why do we need to do a refinance, Dolores?
Well, we need to do a refinance as our what we owe on the mortgage currently is $2.2 million, and the mortgage comes due on in the year 2026. And National Covenant Properties has given us the option to refinance now, and I think it would be to our benefit to do so, and I think we should while the offer is still on the table. The terms will be basically the same as they were before. It will be a 20-year loan. The interest rate will be 3.875, which is the lowest it's ever been. And so I think it would be a good thing for us to proceed with this.
Okay. So what happens if we don't refinance?
Well, if we don't refinance, the loan will, like I said, will come due August the 31st, 2026, which is 5 years from this month. And we will, it's due and payable then. And if we make the same payments that we're currently making, the amount that's coming due will be $1.8 million.
Okay, so that's probably not a really good option for us. It's an option, but I don't know that it's a really good one. So thank you for that. But what happens if we want to pay down? I know for my home mortgage, if I pay an extra payment a year, then I will reduce the amount of payments overall, or my payment can be reduced or something like that. So what happens if we pay down, say, $10,000 a year towards principal every year?
Good question. If we pay down extra, there's 2 things that could happen, or a combination of the 2 things. One, if we pay, let's say, $10,000 down, National Covenant Properties will readjust our weekly payment, and so we would have less to pay every week. Or we could keep this payment the same as it is, and we would pay off the mortgage a little bit early, which would be great.
I like that. I like that idea a lot. So the last question for you, Dolores, is, first of all, is National Covenant Properties asking for additional cash to put down on this new refinance? That's one question. And the other side of that is, well, what if we want to pay it off a little early, let's say before Pastor Jed retires in 15 years?
Good question. Yes, National Covenant Properties has asked us to pay an additional amount to the principal, and we will have to pay that in order to get our weekly payment down to what we can comfortably pay. We're looking at what amount we should pay, and we are looking at keeping in mind we need a 3-month reserve. So that will, whatever we decide on, we will have a 3-month reserve at that point. And paying the mortgage off 15 years instead of 20 years. Well, we have a 20-year mortgage now. Our current mortgage is 20 years, and we have 5 years left on the mortgage. And so, in essence, this 20-year mortgage will be extending our mortgage 15 years. Okay, but that still takes it out beyond when the pastor would be retiring. So I think it would be a good goal for us to have to pay extra every year at the end of the year if we see we have a little bit of money left, pay it down on the mortgage, or maybe we have some fundraisers that would help us out. But I think it would be good to have these long-term and short-term goals and keep this on the forefront of what we're we want to do.
Fantastic. Well, that's a great way to end where we are. You know, on August 29th, Dolores is going to be at the town hall meetings. So she's going to be there to answer all your questions, as well as the leadership team will be there. As a matter of fact, write this email address down so you can ask your questions in advance. That email address is leadership@gsccc.net. We will get those questions and we will have the answers ready for you so we can have a lot of fun that day at our town hall meeting. Thanks so much, Dolores.
Thank you.